a long time, but I'm back and better than ever. And today's topic is self-love. The reason why I wanted to talk about self-love is because a lot of people put that on a back burner and worry about relationship love. They worry about children love. They worry about parental guardian love. They worry about um, materialistic love. They worry about lustful love. They worry about all these different types of love and skip the main one that's important, which is self-love. And I know some people might be asking, well, I do love myself, sometimes, or blah, blah. But it's important that we get back to loving ourselves like every day, all day, regardless of what we're going through, regardless of what we look like, regardless of how we feel, regardless of, whether we have someone or not, regardless of, being in a relationship or not being in a relationship, regardless if we have everything that the next person has or not, regardless of, what we've done and, what we do in the future, regardless of any of that. Again, self-love is the best love, because at the end of the day, you have to close your eyes and be with you at the end of the night, regardless of whether somebody is there or not, regardless of, if your children sleep in the bed with you, regardless of if your husband or your wife sleep in the bed with you, regardless of if there's a friend by you to sleep with you, or whoever sleeps with you at the end of the night. At the end of the night, again, you lay with you. You have to live your life. You have to deal with you on a constant basis, whether people are around or not, whether you have certain things or not. At the end of the day, you have to get to a point where you value yourself enough to say, no matter what we've been through, no matter what we look like today, no matter how we feel today, I still love you. Regardless of who else loves you, I love you. I love you. And so when it comes to, getting ready to have a person love you, regardless of whether they do or not, you still can sleep at night. You don't lose any sleep. You don't lose your peace. You don't lose your joy. You don't lose your value. You don't lose who you are, trying to, wait for somebody else to love you. Wait for somebody else to be there for you. Wait for somebody else to do things for you. When you realize that you've come in this world by yourself and you leave this world by yourself, you start realizing that, hey, before there was other people, there was me. And even after there's other people, it's going to be you. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, it's great to have other people that love you, but at the end of the day, you can't tell someone else to love you or how to love you if you don't know how to love you, if you don't know how to be with you. Because at the end of the day, it's one thing for somebody to know how to love you, and it's another thing for somebody not to. No one's going to take you serious if you aren't taking yourself serious. If you don't show up every day, regardless of your flaws, regardless of your scars, regardless of, what you've been through, regardless of your background, regardless of your shape today, regardless of all these different things, you're going to spend your time trying to please all these people, and you're going to spend your time trying to, get validation from people and things, when in all reality, you can get that same validation from yourself every day, every time you wake up. Give yourself back that validation that you were hoping somebody else gave you. I mean, I don't see the problem. At the end of the day, wake up and start speaking those things back into your life. How beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how valuable you are, how important you are, how the different features about yourself is like no other. How, your lips are beautiful, your skin is beautiful, your eyes are beautiful, your head is beautiful. When I say head, obviously I'm not talking about that head, I'm talking about the head attached to your shoulders. Because some people say I have a big head, but at the end of the day, yes, I have a big head, and guess what? I use it a lot. And I need it for all of the things that cross my mind, and all of the things that come to mind to do and create, and all the wisdom that goes inside of here. So you don't have to like my head. It's attached to me, not you. So, I mean, I'm not waiting around for somebody to say, oh, you have a nice size shaped head. No. I wake up every day knowing that, you know, my head might not be the same size as the next one, but at the end of the day, I'm going to walk in it fully confident knowing that, you know, I have this size head for a reason. I literally have more wisdom than the average person my age, and I've been here. I'm an old soul, so I need the capacity in my head to be able to, you know, keep all these things going on in my brain. Like, I need the space. I can't have a little head and do all that stuff. So if you say I have a big head, cool, not a problem. Same thing with, you know, my smile. I used to be insecure about my smile, but at the end of the day, I realized, like, when I go into rooms, like, my smile alone lights up the room. And why would I be ashamed of that? Like, just keep smiling. Like, nobody has a smile like me, so why would I be ashamed of it? Same thing with my eyes. People compliment me on my eyes all the time. Oh, you have nice, pretty brown eyes, blah, blah. And at one point in time, I'm like, okay, I got brown eyes. There's so many people with brown eyes. But at the end of the day, again, it's one of those things where the things that you hate most about yourself, there's always going to be a person that likes that very thing about you, that loves that very thing about you. So why not go ahead and in advance, before you find that person, before that person finds you, be able to embrace those things, be confident in them, in those things, and be able to say, you know, even with the flaws, even with or without certain things, at the end of the day, I'm beautiful. Why? Because God says so. And God don't tell no lies. So, I mean, he's spent his time creating us for a reason. So, I don't think it was a waste of time, and I don't think anything that he did for us and to us was in vain. So, I mean, there's somebody out there for every person out there. So, just because one person doesn't think you're beautiful, one person doesn't love you, doesn't mean there won't be a person that will come around that will do those things for you. But at the end of the day, don't wait for them to do it for yourself. Let them follow the lead. You love you, so then in return they see how much you love yourself, and they give you exactly what you're giving yourself too. You put out exactly the image that you want other people to receive. You put out the image that you want people to see. If you're walking around here with not a care in the world, and don't care how you appear, and don't care, you know, what you look like every day, and you just look throw together, that's how they're gonna receive you. But if you're walking around here with a confidence like never before, they're gonna be like, I don't know what's wrong with her, but she is confident, she is amazing. Like, I wanna, like, people inspired to be like you, and you don't even realize it. And it's because of the way you carry yourself, and because of the way you love yourself. And it shows up in your day-to-day life, how much you love yourself, by literally just keeping yourself up, talking, having those conversations with yourself, having those positive affirmations with yourself in the morning, or even at night, or throughout the day, whatever. Or just seeing, you know, the beauty in all of you, and not just some of you. We love to, you know, tell other people how amazing they are, how beautiful they are, and forget to give ourselves some of that stuff that we give other people. Like, what about you? You deserve to, you know, tell yourself that you're beautiful. You deserve to tell yourself that you are handsome. You deserve to tell yourself that you're pretty. Sorry, I can't get my words together. But, I mean, there is no better feeling and no better love than loving yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's all you have. Whether there's a person there or not, if you love you, there's nothing you lose. Whether you lose that person, you lose that thing, at the end of the day, you still love yourself, so you haven't lost anything. The love is still there. There could be no love lost if you still love yourself at the end of the day, with or without something. So, hopefully this video is helpful for somebody out there that is doubting their self, that is ashamed of their self, that feels guilty about some things that happened in the past, that feels like, you know, certain incidents took away their beauty. At the end of the day, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder for a reason. You look at you every day. They don't have to look at you. They can walk by and not even look at you. But guess what? Everybody that walks by you looks at you. So at the end of the day, whether they think you're ugly, whether they think that you're not, you know, what they think beautiful is, at the end of the day, You have a right to say that you're beautiful. You have a right to love yourself. You have a right to, think whatever you think about yourself. But at the end of the day, make sure you're thinking and saying the right things about yourself. Make sure you're speaking the truth, and not things that other people told you, not things that, you feel temporarily. I mean the truth. Because I don't know about you, but everybody is beautiful and unique in their own different way. And whether you see it or not, it's not up to you. Like, it's not up to you. But at the end of the day, you're one of one. There is nobody out there that looks exactly, well, unless you're a twin, or unless, somebody stole your identity. At the end of the day, there's still something that sticks out about you that makes you you. So again, don't be in fear. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel like, because you don't look like somebody else, because you don't have what somebody else has, that should stop you from loving yourself. That should never be a reason why you don't love yourself. That should be a reason to love yourself, because you're not one of two, one of three, one of five. You're one of one. There is nobody out here like you. There is nobody that has your face. Even though we say it all the time, oh, he has your face, oh, she has your face. Yeah, we have similarities, but at the end of the day, we are us. One of one. There is not another you on this planet. When God created you, He created some things about you that sticks out, that doesn't stick out about the next person, but something about them sticks out, just like it doesn't stick out about you. But at the end of the day, you are you. Live your life. Love yourself. Like, you don't need a man to love you. You don't need a woman to love you. You don't need friends to love you. You don't need family members to love you. You don't need materialistic things to love you. You don't need children to love you. Love yourself. There's nothing better than self-love. There's nothing better than seeing the person that you see every day in the mirror and not being afraid and not being ashamed of that person. Being able to look in the mirror and being beautiful just the way you are, handsome just the way you are, pretty just the way you are, unique just the way you are, and never letting anybody tell you any otherwise. I don't care what they tell you. You're beautiful, you're handsome, you're pretty, you're unique, you're special, you're amazing just the way you are. No matter what they think. It's about what you think. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You have to walk in your body every day. You have to, look at yourself every day. They have a choice to look or not. You don't have a choice. You open your eyes every day and see your reflection in the mirror. You see you every time you walk by a mirror, every time you see yourself in a glass window, every time you walk by a car and you see your reflection. Like, every time you see that reflection, it's you. So get used to seeing it. Stop trying to, find ways to, make it look better. You look great with or without makeup. You look great with or without boobs. You look great with or without a booty. You look good with or without, a contour. You look good with or without, designer stuff. You look good with or without a haircut. You look good with or without your hair done. You look good every day you wake up. Yes, I'm talking about before you brush your teeth. Yes, I'm talking about before you put the makeup on. Yes, I'm talking about before you, clean cut your hair, do those edges before you, put on lip gloss and lipsticks, before you put on those designer clothes, before you do all those wonderful things to yourself. You still are beautiful. Yes, all of that other stuff enhances what's already there, but at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff, it's cool for, going out and doing different things, but beyond that stuff, you have to be able to live with the fact that with or without that stuff, that you're okay. Like, you're still beautiful. Like, you can still move forward. Like, you can still look at yourself in the mirror. Like, you can still take pictures without filters. Like, you can still, do things without, being beat to the gods. You can still do things without having a haircut. You can continue to do things without your hair done. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I love me, all of me. Every roll, every scar, every stretch mark, every curve, every bend, every dark spot, every, pimple that pops up, my non-seeing self, my non-2020 vision, my, you know, edges sometimes aren't done, down to, you know, my big head, my nice lips, and my little nose, and my little ear, like all of that stuff. Don't just love some of you, love all of you. There's no point, because that very thing that you hate about yourself, somebody's gonna actually love it, and it's gonna make you mad and offended. And for what are you getting offended for? Because they like what you don't like. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean they can't see it. So again, at the end of the day, all I want you guys to get to do in this life that we have while we're here is just experience self-love. Experience the fact that, you know, the thing that at the end of the day keeps you going, keeps you at peace, keeps you happy, keep you with joy, keep you, you know, smiling and not angry, keeps you, you know, putting on those clothes to see yourself in the mirror, and looking at yourself when you know, doing your makeup, or looking in the mirror when you're getting that haircut, or looking in the mirror when you're putting on those clothes or whatever. But keep you looking at you, because who's gonna be you like you? Nobody. You're one of one. There's nobody on this earth that is like you. There is nobody on this earth that can be you like you. Nobody can look the way you can look. They can try. They can make a copycat, but at the end of the day, you are you, baby. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are chosen. You are accepted. You are gifted and talented. You are unique and amazing just the way you are. You don't need to add no makeup. You don't need to add no filter. You don't need to add jewelry. You don't need to add cars and clothes. You don't need to add a relationship, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. You don't need to add children to that. You don't need to add all of these different things to make you feel any more or any less valuable. You are you, with or without those things. So take some time to spend with you, to realize how amazing you are, to realize, you know, how far you've come, what you've been through, what you've conquered, and tell me that is a beautiful, unique, and amazing human being. What's not to like about that? What's not to love about that? Somebody that isn't somebody else. Somebody that is their own special, unique, individual self. What's not to love about that? So, with that being said, for those of you who have not yet subscribed, please do so, so you can be a part of the family. And for those of you who are subscribed, go ahead and hit your post notification bell if you have not already, so that you are notified when I post again. And don't be afraid to like and comment on this video. If you like it and there was something that was said that you like, hit the like button. If there was something that I said that you dislike, hit the dislike button. There's always going to be somebody who likes something, and there's always going to be somebody who dislikes it. So, hey, it doesn't, you know, move me one way or the other. As long as somebody's watching, and as long as somebody's getting something, or they're even coming across my page, that just makes me know that somebody's always watching. And that's all I can ever ask for. Again, don't feel like you can't comment. Whatever you feel like you want to say it. It's free world, free country, freedom of speech. Say whatever you like to say. At the end of the day, I have to go to bed looking at me, and waking up looking at me, and going past mirrors looking at me, and going past windows and cars looking at me. So at the end of the day, I'm happy looking at me, regardless of whether you are or you aren't. Because guess what? You have a choice to either look or not look. But at the end of the day, I don't have that luxury. I have to see me every day, because I'm me and no one else is that. So hopefully something in this video that is said or done will bring you back this way to watch the next video. Love you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you see this video. And again, don't ever stop loving yourself. Don't ever not love yourself. You can't expect someone to love you if you don't love you. Why? Because it starts with you first. No one knows how to love you if you don't know how to love you. It just makes no sense. You spend the most time with you, so you know you better than anybody else. And just learn to be okay with not having everything that somebody else has, or being okay with knowing that, you know, you were created the way you were created for a reason, and not, you know, wanting to know why. Why not? Why not you? Why not you have that nose? Why not you have those eyes? Why not you have those lips? Why not you have, you know, that forehead? Why not you have that size head? Why not you have those arms, those hands, that body? And if you don't like it, I mean, go to the gym, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, even when I do or when I am not in the gym, I still like my body regardless. I was at a place at one point in time where I did not like my body or myself, and I did things to try to compensate for that, and nothing works, honestly. It's just a temporary fix. So you might as well get used to yourself, because as long as you live on this earth, you have to deal with you. You can't just shut the door on you. You can't just, you know, go blind and never see you again. You have to see you. So be excited to see you every day. Be grateful to see you every day. Be in love with seeing you all the time. Every little part of you. From the top of your head to the tip of your toes. All of it is amazing. All of it's beautiful. All of it's handsome. All of it is pretty. All of it is amazing. And valuable. And useful. And unique in its own way. Love you guys. Bye.